Imagine arriving at a town where more than 100 people once lived. Families, children, entire households. But when you arrive, everyone is gone. No bodies, no signs of a struggle, no clues explaining what happened. Only a single word carved into a tree. A word that would become one of history's greatest mysteries. This is the story of the Lost Colony of Roanoke. The year was 1587. England was determined to establish a permanent settlement in the New World. Previous attempts had failed, but this colony would be different. Led by Governor John White, 117 settlers arrived on Roanoke Island, located off the coast of what is now North Carolina. Unlike earlier expeditions, this wasn't a military outpost. These were families, men, women, children, people hoping to build a new life. Among them was White's daughter, Eleanor Dare. She would soon give birth to a baby girl, Virginia Dare, the first English child born in the Americas. At first, the colony appeared promising, but trouble was already brewing. The settlers quickly realized they weren't prepared. Food was limited. Relations with some local tribes were tense. Supplies were running low. The colony desperately needed help. The settlers begged Governor John White to return to England and gather supplies. White hesitated. His daughter and granddaughter were here. Leaving them behind was risky, but the colony had no choice. He agreed. Before leaving, White and the settlers made a plan. If they ever abandoned the settlement, they would carve their destination into a tree. If they were forced to leave under danger, they would carve a cross alongside the message. With that agreement in place, White sailed back to England. He expected to return within months. He would not return for 3 years. Shortly after White reached England, war broke out. England faced the threat of the Spanish Armada. Every available ship was needed for defense. White repeatedly tried to organize a return voyage. Each attempt failed. Months became years. Meanwhile, the settlers remained stranded across the Atlantic. No one knows what happened during this period. No letters, no records, no eyewitness accounts. The colony simply disappeared from history. In 1590, White finally returned to Roanoke. The moment he arrived, something felt wrong. The settlement was silent. No smoke, no voices, no signs of life. The houses had been dismantled, buildings carefully taken apart, not destroyed, removed. White searched desperately for his family, his daughter, his granddaughter, anyone. He found no bodies, no graves, no evidence of an attack. Then he noticed something carved into a wooden post, the word CROATOAN. Nearby, another carving simply read, "Sorrow." The message immediately caught his attention. According to their agreement, the settlers were supposed to leave a destination if they moved. More importantly, there was no cross, no indication they had left under force. At first glance, it seemed they had simply relocated. But where and why? CROATOAN was the name of a nearby island. Today, it is known as Hatteras Island. It was also the name of a Native American tribe friendly to many of the settlers. White believed he finally had his answer. The colonists had likely moved there. He immediately planned a search. Then disaster struck again. A violent storm forced his ships away from the coast. The search was abandoned. John White never saw his family again, and the mystery only deepened. For more than 4 centuries, historians have debated what happened. One theory suggests the settlers integrated with the CROATOAN tribe. Over time, they may have been absorbed into the local population. Another theory suggests famine forced the colony to split apart. Some believe hostile tribes attacked. Others suspect Spanish forces destroyed the settlement. There are even theories involving disease, natural disasters, and secret migrations. Archaeologists continue searching for evidence. Artifacts have been discovered. Clues have emerged. Yet none provide a definitive answer. The fate of the colony remains unknown. Today, Roanoke remains one of the most famous disappearances in history. 117 settlers arrived hoping to build a future. Then they vanished. No confirmed survivors, no confirmed deaths, no final explanation, only a single word left behind: CROATOAN. More than 400 years later, we still don't know exactly what happened. And perhaps we never will. If you enjoyed this mystery, make sure to subscribe to Daily Rabbit Hole for more unsolved mysteries, ancient secrets, strange discoveries, and unexplained events. And remember, some mysteries may never be solved,